A brewing storm threatens to engulf Keir Starmer's Labour Party, and this time the danger isn't coming from conservative opposition benches. Behind Westminster's closed doors, a rebellion is gathering strength as nearly 100 of Starmer's own MPs quietly organize a dramatic challenge that could force the Labour leader into an embarrassing public retreat over controversial welfare reforms already igniting fury nationwide. This internal uprising represents a direct confrontation between fiscal responsibility and social justice principles, placing Starmer's early leadership under unprecedented pressure. The controversy centers on his ambitious £5 billion plan to dramatically reduce Britain's expanding welfare expenditure, a strategy designed to demonstrate fiscal credibility during his premiership's crucial opening phase. However, this very ambition has sparked fierce resistance from Labour's left and center-left factions, who now accuse their own Prime Minister of implementing sweeping changes without adequate consultation, thorough analysis, or basic compassion for those affected. The scale of dissent is remarkable, with almost 100 Labour MPs reportedly supporting an amendment that could completely derail or significantly delay Starmer's flagship welfare overhaul. Leading this parliamentary rebellion is Meg Hillier, the highly respected Treasury Select Committee chair, alongside former government whip Vicky Foxcroft, who dramatically resigned from her front-bench position just days ago to join the uprising. Hillier has emphasized that this isn't about undermining Labour's broader policy agenda, but demanding genuine accountability from party leadership. In her pointed words, MPs don't want to defeat the government, but want the government to reconsider its approach. She argues that parliamentarians are being asked to vote before meaningful consultation with disabled communities and before comprehensive impact assessments are completed. The backlash reflects growing concerns that Labour is rushing major welfare reforms through Parliament without hearing from those most directly affected by these changes. Disabled individuals, carers, and low-income families fear becoming collateral damage in Starmer's fiscal strategy, and their parliamentary representatives are increasingly uncomfortable with this trajectory. If you're finding this political drama as compelling as we are, make sure to subscribe for more in-depth coverage of Westminster's biggest stories. Government impact assessments have already warned that up to 250,000 people could be pushed into poverty as a direct consequence of these proposals, including 50,000 children. Critics argue this directly contradicts Labour's campaign promises to eliminate child poverty and protect society's most vulnerable members. The Rebel Amendment reportedly demands greater scrutiny from the Office for Budget Responsibility while highlighting that much promised employment support funding won't be implemented until the decade's end. This timeline raises serious questions about why immediate cuts are being prioritized over long-term investment in people's welfare and opportunities. Number 10 remains defiant despite mounting pressure. Senior government sources warn that softening proposed cuts would create massive holes in Chancellor Rachel Reeves' carefully constructed budget. Work and Pensions Secretary Liz Kendall has privately told MPs that there can be no pathway to social justice based solely on increased benefit spending. The rebellion's seriousness became evident when Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner was directly asked whether dissenting MPs could lose the Labour whip. While stopping short of confirming such drastic action, her evasive response raised eyebrows and heightened tensions. This situation carries particular sensitivity for Labour leadership, as just last year 7 MPs were expelled after supporting an SNP motion to scrap the two-child benefit cap. 3 of those members remain outside the parliamentary party, awaiting readmission. Now Starmer faces an impossible choice between maintaining fiscal discipline and risking alienation of the base that secured his power. If Speaker Sir Lindsay Hoyle selects this amendment for Commons debate, Starmer must confront this rebellion directly. With his post-election mandate still fragile, the outcome could fundamentally define his early premiership. The stage is set. Votes are being counted behind closed doors, and within days we'll discover whether Starmer can maintain party unity or whether this first major rebellion leaves permanent scars on his government's credibility and effectiveness.